as you can tell by the title, guys, I'm gonna make a video about this in just a bit. But guys, it's either you lock in or you'll stay forever locked in. You literally don't have another option. There's no other option. You gotta lock in, and I'm talking to myself. I gotta lock in. There's no, there's no end. You'll stay locked in until you stay locked in. You'll stay locked in until you actually lock in. And I mean, it's hard because you lock in, you stay focused, you work hard for so long, and then you get burnout, you get demotivated. Then you stay focused, keep going. Then you get burnout, you get demotivated. Then you keep going, then you get burnout. It's like walking across an entire desert without water or swimming across the ocean. But you just keep going. I don't know, guys. It's hard. It's hard. Everything is hard. Living is hard. Literally, just most people just struggle to do to meet like the basic requirements needed to provide for themselves and live a good life because it's so expensive nowadays. And what I'm trying to get at is it's like we gotta lock in or we're gonna be forever stuck. I'm talking to myself. So nothing's gonna change. No one's here to save me, to give me a free handout. No one's going to necessarily save me. And yeah, I just gotta lock in. There's no other way to put it, right? I gotta lock in. Even though, I may be sad, even though I'm struggling, it's like, okay, that sucks, right? That sucks. Get back up. Get back up. Get back up. Just keep walking, no matter how much it hurts. Just keep moving. One step in front of the other. One step at a time. No matter how much you fail. One step at a time. There's really no other option. There's really no other option. Just one step forward at a time. One step at a time. I'm referring to everything in life. I'm referring to everything. I'm not talking about just trading. I'm not talking about just one thing. One step at a time. We gotta lock in. There's no other way. We gotta just keep going. You might feel like it's hopeless. You might feel like you want to give up. There's no other option. There's no way to give up. You're still stuck in life. You gotta pay bills. So choose your hard, right? Keep climbing up the mountain because you're going to be stuck either way. So you might as well be stuck while also making things better. Either way, you're gonna be struggling, and it's like there's really no other way. So just keep moving forward every single day. Keep moving forward. It's not easy. It is not easy. But one day at a time. One day at a time, we keep moving forward. Let's go ahead and backtest price action today. I'm going to try and be taking these backtesting sessions more seriously. I know lately I kind of slack off with them. I'm going to try and take these more seriously. So we're going to review the market today. I do want to do a better job of it. It's boring when I'm just listening to music and you guys you're like, what is even going on? So we're just going to try our best and actually review the market seriously today. Seriously. I'm done. There's no other way to move forward. You can't, you gotta, it doesn't matter how tired you are. It doesn't matter how much you struggle. You just gotta keep going. I don't know how else to put it to myself. Yeah, it's hard. But what else are you gonna do? What else? I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going. So, yeah, today was a pretty nice day. As we know, we had the beautiful trade that I wanted to take, that I should have taken. that I should have taken right here. So there's a very valuable lesson when it comes to what happened today. A couple of valuable lessons. One, I can't be influenced by the chat. I gotta stop being influenced by the chat. I gotta be able to make decisions on my own, not be influenced by the chat. I gotta be able to make the decisions that I need to make according to myself and my own backtesting. And that's something that I need to work on. So that's one lesson. The other lesson is a lot of the time if we are displacing towards a draw on liquidity, for instance, today, all these low resistance lows, I knew we were expanding down to go fill this. Well, actually, it was a RTH gap and a new week opening gap. Right, so I knew we had this RTH gap here. Dang, bro. That was actually such a nice draw on liquidity. And so we have this giant RTH gap. So I know we're expanding lower. We had the NWOG. And I cannot see anything. And then, this was, like Gary said, it was textbook according to my back testing. I should have taken it. Man, I should. There's really no reason for me not to have taken it. Because, sometimes, you just gotta be able to just say, hey, this is good enough according to my back testing. I should take this. Sometimes you just gotta accept the probabilities, and I should not have hesitated on this. This one, it's about as straightforward as it gets. And the lesson is in trading, you gotta be able. It's not enough to be an intelligent trader. It's not enough to be an intelligent trader. You have to be. I'm trying to think of the word. What was the word I was thinking of? I was thinking about this word at work today. It's not enough to be intelligent. You have to be. It's not enough to do the analysis. You have to be smooth and fast and confident. You can't go no hesitation. You just gotta be smooth, confident, and go for the kill. And there's no other way to say it other than that's hard. That is hard to do, right? That's not easy to do. So anyway, we do actually rebalance the premium here. Once again, we are in displacement. So I'm not anticipating, I'm going to make a note of this. We were in displacement, meaning I'm not anticipating, since we are displacing, we don't need a high time frame retracement to premium. This displacing aggressively, right? You see what I'm saying? And we rebalance this price leg to equilibrium. So that's a huge lesson from today, right? We're aggressively expanding. We didn't need to rebalance the entire price leg. We only needed to rebalance to essentially we only needed to do this short-term rebalance to equilibrium here. And once again, the reason is just it's simple. It's drawn liquidity was lower and we were displacing towards it. Huge lesson from today. Huge lesson. Sometimes that discount 5-minute fair value gap is going to hold because of this placement. Huge lesson. So, we rebalance to premium, equilibrium tapped. We get this amazing sweep of this high, and then 5-minute change in state right here. No, not 5 minute. 1 minute, no, 30-second change in state off of the 5-minute gap. And this, right, draws us down deep into this RTH gap. So that was the draw on liquidity. Now, how could we have taken this once again? Honestly, I'd probably go stop above that wick there. I think that's fine. Once again, maybe you'd have stopped at the high. I don't think that's worth it for me, honestly. And then, yeah, I'd probably go like this. And let's project this out. See how many projections we go of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can we talk about how precise this is? Sheesh. 4 projections, 7 projections. Once again, the 4th projection, clean as heck. 7th projection, clean as heck. Don't even like the 8th anymore. Just 4 and 7. What's significant about 4 and 7? I don't know, honestly. But yeah, we do dig deeper into the RTH here. Whew, this is wow, this is huge. This was huge. And then, yeah, I'd go stop at the high of this thingy here. Yeah, man, I gotta lock in because there's really no other option. You either lock in or you stay locked in. there's no other way. I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in, dude. So, boom. Once again, I had this marked out. Should have taken it. Love the title. Thanks, man. Nah, it's true, though, because it's like there's no one to blame but myself. And, yeah, I get tired. Yeah, I feel exhausted. So what? I gotta get the crap up, bro. I gotta freaking get up. Because at the end of the day, no one's here to hold my hand through this. It's me, and that's it. I gotta lock in, right? And I know I can do it. It's not like I can't do it. So why am I getting weak? Why am I getting weak? No more getting weak, dude. I gotta lock in, and it's so stupidly hard, man, to keep going every single day, despite the failures, every single day. But you keep going. It is not easy, bro. Everything is not easy, but you just gotta keep going. So, yeah, should have taken this, but it's okay. And you could have got really precise if you took it as an inducement, and I'll show you guys what that would have looked like. So, I already screenshotted this once. Flow state retest. Let's just start calling it MMXM retest. Because that's what it is, right? It's a market maker sell model. Maybe we should be more specific. Nah, let's call it MMXM. And then 5-minute, 30-second. Should have taken it. Watch your emotions during the time of the trade as game tape. Yeah, 100%. I gotta work on the motions, and what I do disagree with you on, Gary, is I do not think holding back is a bad thing. I think that since I wasn't sure, I made the right decision to not take this trade. But I should have been sure. That's the thing. I should have been sure. I shouldn't have been not sure because this is a good trade. Objectively, this is a good trade. But the thing I disagree on is if I'm not sure, I definitely need to be always defensive instead of aggressive. Always in trading, it's always defense before offense. But I should have been sure with this one because this. The only reason I wasn't sure is I thought we would need a rebalance higher time frame premium here, right? Lesson learned with this is when we are getting aggressive displacement, it's not necessarily, you don't even want it to actually retrace this whole premium, the premium of this leg, because we're getting displacement. The whole point is that it's going to keep moving that way. If it came back up all the way back to the high time frame premium, that's bad. That's bad. You want to see, you almost don't even care if it comes to premium because it's aggressively displacing towards the real draw on liquidity. So, huge lessons learned today. One, I gotta ignore the chat, trust myself. No one else is making that trade except for me. Doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. That's on me. That was not easy to do today. But I'm going to get better at it. I'm going to keep getting better at it every single day. Every single day. But yeah, what else? Boom. That's okay. And then we go 7 projections. So we'll also mark this out. But once again, huge lesson here is when we're displacing lower, we're not really gonna need to necessarily what was I gonna say? Retrace to this high time frame premium. And honestly, we don't even need to retrace the premium at all because it's just displacement. So once again, MXM retest 5 minute, 30 second, number 2, and then I'm gonna say when displacement retrace premium not needed. Alright, let's keep moving. There was a lot of opportunity today. I really do think so. And this was also a 2022 model. Let's also look at how this is an inducement. I don't know, should I call it flow state? I can't ever decide, dude, if I should call it MMXM retest or flow state. I think we just gotta move on in our journey as a trader and recognize flow state is just MMXM. I'm done calling it flow state. It's just MMXM. I think we just gotta make that next decision as a trader to just say, why am I still giving it that name? It's not. It's just MMXM. So yeah, we induced this high. So this right here would have been a sniper entry. Don't get caught up on the names. It does not really matter. But like, the reason I say that is that I don't want to call something incorrect, but I'm at the point in my trading where I'm like, okay, flow state, MMXM, it's the same thing. And honestly, it doesn't matter if someone disagrees, because what matters is, can I trade it? And if I can trade it, then I don't care what I call it. I could call it the butt cheek model. It won't matter if I'm profitable. So, so yeah, I'm gonna call it MMXM. And then yeah, this one, you could have taken this as an inducement above the change in state, or like this. So like this, boom. And then delivery. Crazy MMXM inducement here. Maybe we should call it flow state. I can't decide. I cannot decide. Yeah, doesn't matter. Now we'll just keep calling it flow state. 933 flow state. Flow state dash I. Yeah, we'll keep calling it flow state. And then this was a 5-minute aligning with the 30-second. And then we're gonna also put that this was at a 6, right? Because 9 plus 3 plus 3, that's 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. So better time to enter. So yeah, let's actually just. Yeah, I'm gonna keep calling it flow state. Just cause I don't know. That's just what I want to call it. Okay, what happens next? So, once again, getting displacement. We don't need to retrace high time frame premium. What else can we look at here? Well, we had the inversion here. So we got this IFG. Oh yeah, let's look at 10-15 because they're, man, I could have stayed on the charts. This, oh wow, the Dodge indicator caught this. That's crazy. The Dodge indicator caught that. That was a fire inversion of the Dodge indicator caught. I mean, I don't know if I would have taken it, but. Yeah, wow, look at the 1-minute IFG at the high here. Oh, wait. This actually is kind of crazy. So we had this unfilled RTH gap below. Now we did have, as well, we did have an RTH gap above, but multi-time frame inversion. Anyway, yeah, so this was S&T. Wait, this was yo, this was a Phoenix. Oh my gosh, this was a Phoenix model right here, right? We had S&T with this high. Nah, that's crazy. Wait, let's actually pull up all the true opens actually for a second. 922. Okay. Guys, I just get so excited. Like this, I need to really lock in every single day because whenever I actually take my back testing super seriously and lock in, I always find crazy stuff. And I need to do it every single day. So 922, and then we have another true open here probably. Let's see. I also need to make sure I wake up in time and I do everything I need to do. Yeah, man, look at this. 10-13. Dude, I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in. I'm so close. It's literally like, it's just a matter of pushing through the pain. Push through the pain, man. I just gotta keep going. I know I can do this, man. S&T, so look, we have S&T with this high. Just gotta keep going. S&T with this high, rejection block. What is that? That's Phoenix, right? We could actually just mark Phoenix out like this, right? This is my new favorite way to mark out Phoenix. I love marking it out like this. It's so fun to mark it out like this. And then, so above the true opens, we get the Phoenix. And we could even mark out the fact that we used consequent encroachment. Ooh, let's do that. So yeah, this is cool. So we're gonna make new templates. Every time I make new templates, it's always so fun. So Phoenix. And then delivery lower, we get an inversion out of it. This inversion, especially on this close might not be obvious enough to you, but this one, now that one, you're cooking. If you entered on that inversion right there, 1018, actually 1017, that's fine too. 1017's fine too. That's a 369 time. So you could have entered at that. That would have been a 9. So let's mark this as Phoenix model. And what was the draw on liquidity? Does anyone know? It's pretty clear. RTH fill, right? RTH fill was the draw on liquidity. And where do we go? Where do we go? To the RTH fill. Perfectly. We gotta lock in. We gotta lock in. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. It's exhausting. It's tiring. No one's here to save us. No one's here to hold our hand, to tell us how to trade. We gotta figure this out. We gotta do this. We gotta keep going, dude. We gotta keep going. Was this a 22-minute SMT? We have 9:22, and then the next quarter is 9:45, and then the next quarter starts at 10:13. Okay, so no, it was just a regular SMT, but still, Phoenix, right? So what does that mean? This is. If this is Phoenix, what's this? This is Dark Phoenix, right? Where the other asset soups the high. So I want to make a new template for Dark Phoenix I want to make a new template for this because I want this to really make sense in people's brains, like what's actually going on. So we have the rejection block. So this is the normal Phoenix. And it gets souped. I think the black line is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Literally feels like the void swallowed it. Oh, maybe. Nah. so distracted, but it's just fascinating. Go. Update it. I think I clicked the wrong template. Anyway. Yeah, I did. This one? Nah. And then this is this rejection block got swept. So you seen how the Phoenix models relate on the different assets. So Phoenix. And then we're gonna mark this out as Dark Phoenix, right? So I'm gonna. What is? You guys see it? You guys seeing it a little bit clearer? What's going on? We have a rejection block. One asset pushes into it, the other asset sweeps it. And it happens so perfectly. So perfectly. Wait. Yeah, dang. And once again, guys, I need to start posting trade of the days on Twitter every day. I keep forgetting. I wish I had unlimited energy. I wish I had unlimited energy. Oh my gosh. So 10-16 Phoenix model. And then the way I would not soup that, because I would not trust that. But what I would do is, so this is 10-16. So the way I would actually take this is, and once again, why is this Phoenix model nice? Let's actually review why this is nice. Because it's just an obvious sweep. You can just tell that it's going to be nice. Rejection block. So sweep. So once again, 1 minute Phoenix at 10:16. 10:16 Phoenix. 1 minute, number 2. And then we could take this as an inversion off of it, off of the Phoenix, like this. Once again, this would have been a 369 time, which is why this would have been very nice. So let's just get rid of this for a second, because we're aware that that's a rejection block. We don't need a little box to tell us. And then inversion off of it. And then we could target the RTH fill. I think this might have been the trade of the day, honestly. This also happened at a 9. So wait. Super nice. That is super nice. And then we deliver down to fill the RTH. Bang. And I would enter on that candle because that candle makes it very obvious. Very obvious. Targeting the RTH fill, that's a 7.5. I don't know if I could hold it all that far, but I would scale out. So IPG off of a Phoenix. I think that would have been clean. Oh, now I'm getting tired again. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I also gotta be able to wake up tomorrow. Not be too tired. See, like, I don't know what's the right thing to do, because there's definitely stuff, like, you obviously got to push yourself, but sometimes it's literally like your body won't let you push yourself anymore. I don't know. Mental toughness, I guess. So you got to keep going. Yeah, keep going. 10:18 inversion for value up 1 minute. Save that. Bang. We could also take this on this candle. If we take it on this candle, then we get this as a 369 time. Bang. This one was probably even better. So once again, 10:17 IPG 1 minute. This was at a 9. Yeah, I'm not calling flow state MMX. I'm just gonna call it flow state. I gotta lock in. Okay. What next? What else do we look at? Well, I want to see the first spin for value gap, and really want to get a good idea of like what actually occurred here, because what actually did occur here? Let's get rid of the true opens for a second, because like we we interacted it with it like weirdly. So this is kind of like, obviously this is the first presented one, but you could argue the market interacts with this one a little better. So this is just an observation, right? You could argue that this one gets interacted with nicely as well. But they both end up working, which kind of goes to show, like, once again, both hold relevance. So it's a good lesson. It's a good lesson that even the small one holds relevance, and the big one holds relevance as well. Now, I know these circles are not the best looking circles. I don't care. It's not the point. So we could drop down and say, okay, was their first strike here, right? I thought this would have been first strike, and then, yeah. It was just not in line with the drawn liquidity. We backtest it, we go lower. I mean, this, like, if you use this as the big one as the first presented for value gap, I kind of like the big one because the big one has this one right here. So once again, I consider either the small one or the big one as both first presented for value gaps. So I'm gonna use the big one, meaning because what IC says is if it's too small, you shouldn't use it as the first presented for value gap. But I've seen the small one work, and Shaney also says the small one's even better. So I'm at the point where I just say, okay, I like both of them. I like the big one and the small one. So then change in state here, RTH fill. So the way I would probably take this first strike is boom, change in state off of the first presented for value gap right here. I would enter on that retest, stop above the high of, honestly, the wick. I mean, you could do the body, but I don't know. Oh, I like that, actually. It'd probably be good. And you could do the wick. Let's see how that ends up playing out. I think the, well, this actually does play out pretty well. How does this play out? Yeah, I guess you could just do the wick. Probably, I don't know. I kind of like the high of the green candle, though. Yeah, I guess that's what I would do. So in this case, I go the high of the green candle and then target. Actually, that one, it just wasn't that precise, actually, now that I think about it. No, I'd probably not do 4 projections. Oh, wait, if you did body to body, then that would probably be 4 projections. Yeah, that was. And that was also at the low. Okay, that's probably what I'd do. So, like this. Which is 4 projections. Treat this as void. And yes, I'm considering this first strike using not the true first position for value gap, but the bigger one. I'm still considering this first strike because ICT said to use the bigger one, and I don't know. To me, both are valid. So bang, bang, bang. Treat that as void. 4 projections. First percent gap there. And then, yeah, entry on the retest of this. Bang. Now you have to be, once again, quick and fearless. That is not easy. It's not easy to be quick and fearless. It is not easy. It is not easy at all to be quick and fearless. Unfortunately. And yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But that's what you gotta do. Oh yeah, that's the word. Quick and fearless. Quick and fearless. That's the word I was looking for. And then you could go break even at that low. Yeah, I'd go break even. I'd go break even right here. I'd go break even. That's a good spot for break even, don't you guys think? Or do you think honestly, I'd maybe go break even here. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you don't want to go break even right at the low. You want to wait a little bit longer. And then that's a good spot. Bang. First strike right there. Clean as heck. Retest 1027. First strike. 1 minute, 15 seconds. And yeah, you gotta be quick and fearless. Slide that order in. Slide that limit order in. Delivery lower. Be reactionary. Alright, I'm gonna take a bathroom break. Okay, let's see if anyone's even watching. Oh wow, there's 8 watching. Well, anyway, I gotta use the bathroom, but I'll be back. It's a lot. I should take. Hey guys, I should take back testing more seriously. Don't you think? Don't you think I should take back testing a little more seriously more often? But it's not easy. I get tired, and trust me, I would love to just do everything every day. Like make the market recap, make the short form vid, make everything, do everything perfect. It's like it's hard. It's hard. But I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back. I gotta do it. Alright. Let's keep going. Man. No one's gonna save you. No one's gonna give anyone a free handout. Life is hard, bro. It's like you really do either lock in or nothing changes. And honestly, it's either lock in or you will be stuck forever in your life. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Life is hard, man. Life is hard. What up, Javier? I'm trying to take this a little bit more serious. Honestly, I want to take every stream serious. Maybe that's unrealistic. Maybe not every stream, but I want to do everything I'm supposed to do every day. It's hard. I gotta do it. Maybe not take every stream serious, but like, you get what I mean. Like, do everything I'm supposed to do every day and keep doing it. Okay. Oh. So, why did we react here? What was the reason we didn't go straight to fill the RTH gap? Was there... Oh yeah, we had a new week opening gap here. Yeah, it's a new week opening gap, right? Yeah. What happened there? Well, first things first, we actually, one thing I'm noticing is we did have a 15-minute for value gap. Once we got SMT, we continued lower. We can use... Man, we should have been looking... Since this RTH gap was unfilled, now yes, we did have an RTH gap to the upside. But... this was also a draw on liquidity. We should have maybe been looking for a continuation lower. This inversion for value gap, inducing people to go long. Man, I swear the best Phoenix models usually go against an IFG. And it makes sense because you need to have people... Bro, what happened? The title. Nothing happened. There's nothing in specific that happened, but like, I'm sick of being stuck in life, man. And obviously, I've been trying for months and weeks and years. But like, you have to, like, nothing's gonna change. There's really no way out until you just keep locking in and keep just on that grind until one day you wake up and it is different. Like, I don't know what else to do. There really is nothing else you can do. You just gotta keep moving forward, and it's hard. It's hard. But like, what's the alternative? Not making progress. You're gonna, like, you either make progress or you don't. Like, they move forward or you move backward. It's hard, but I'm gonna keep moving forward. So yeah, this inversion kind of induced people long. We got Phoenix at the high. Actually, you know what? That's worthy of a note, honestly. Right? We had Phoenix model on the 1 minute. Right here. Against a high time frame inversion. Or no, I think it was 1 minute. It was either a 5 minute or a 1 minute. Actually, let's go look. It was a 1 minute. Amazing 1 minute Phoenix model, right? With this high. And it was against a 15-minute IFG. Think about what is going on. What is technically going on when we get this 15-minute IFG into that Phoenix? Right? What is technically going on? People get induced to go long with this inversion. We don't even hit the break-even spot. That 1 minute Phoenix holds them down from getting break-even, and then everyone gets liquidated that took this long. It's kind of genius if you think about it. High probability Phoenixes are going to fade high time frame IPGs. So this is a 1 minute Phoenix. I'm going to mark this out like this. So, some of the best Phoenix models will fade a high time frame pattern trade looking IPG. Does this make sense, guys? Are you guys understanding what I'm getting at? This is a pattern trading looking type IPG. Now, I mean, it's a good IPG, but we had the NWOG unfilled below. That was a red flag to really take this inversion. And then as well, RTH gap wasn't filled. So, we know the drone liquidity is still lower. This inversion sucks people in long. They get souped at the Phoenix entry, and then we dump down to the RTH fill. It's all about conceptualizing what people are thinking. 15-minute inversion. Pattern traders are going to go in. They're going to go in long. The 1 minute Phoenix holds those orders and then cascade down to the downside. Right? Pattern traders take this. The real draw on liquidity is lower. You guys see what I'm saying? But the real is lower, unfilled NWOG. Such a cool idea, guys. Such a cool idea. Using a 15-minute inversion for value gap as a confluence to fade that inversion with a Phoenix. That's honestly really sick. That's really, really cool. So I'm going to put a note of this. Phoenix against pattern, high time frame pattern trade looking IPGs. So I'm going to say low time frame Phoenix against high time frame pattern trade looking IPGs. Boom. Called the move right after open. Yeah, man, I feel like we all called it, but it was so hard. It was hard to get in. I thought I saw it too. I totally saw it. It's hard to get in on it. But like, what a fascinating thing. So, this was a 15-minute for value gap. Sometimes, I guess you could also use this as a 15-minute rejection block too. Sometimes we'll inverse it. We'll still use the 15-minute gap, the old one. I like the 15-minute rejection block as a PD array a little better. So let's say you didn't want to. I don't know how you put it. Let's say you didn't want to soup the Phoenix entry, because let's be real, Phoenix models are risky. They're risky, high reward, very risky, right? And no one really, like, I don't know. It's a nice, like, it's awesome to be able to catch a 10R, but like it's risky, right? Objectively. So what you can do is you can go enter off of the change in state out of it, right? So we have a 15-minute rejection block with SMT here. And once again, the RTH fill here. We can take a 1-minute change in state out of this, and I would say it's pretty obvious. Probably right there. So take this down to the RTH fill. What an amazing trade. Not to mention, oh, it's right at the Hydra Macro too. Do I just suck? I think, oh no, what happened is I already took the loss. Should have had more patience, because this was a beautiful trade. Right at the Hydra Macro. Where was Hydra during this time? What was he doing? Yeah, Hydra said he took a trade at 10:30. Bro, he missed the shorts. This is literally Hydra's style right here. I don't know what he was doing. I can't say anything. I took a loss too, so. Did you use the 1 hour time frame? Yeah, I used a higher time frame sell model to figure out that we were gonna probably go down to fill the NWOG. It was a high time frame sell model. It's pretty clear. So 15-minute rejection block, 1-minute change in state. So this is flow state using a rejection block. So I used to call this flow state Phoenix. Now I'm just calling it regular flow state, because like, it's just flow state. Whether it's whether it's a rejection block, it doesn't matter what PD array it is. It's just change of state out of a key level. So 15-minute rejection block, we sweep liquidity into the rejection block with SMT, 1-minute change in state out of it. We can project this out. We go 7 projections, probably even 8 projections. We do end up going 8 projections and 7 projections. And then we continue even lower, but that's besides the point. The target's the RTH fill. Now you could obviously scale out. That, of course, I'm always going to scale out. So let's say you don't want to take the 15-minute Phoenix entry, wait for that 1-minute change in state, and bang, I'm entering on that close. And my stop is going right above that high, and I'm scaling out all the way to the draw on liquidity, which is the RTH gap getting filled. That's how I would take this. And I do think this is a very realistic trade. I do think I really do think so. It's a very realistic trade. I mean, not to mention our entry is actually back testing the first presented for value gap. Whew! Now that I see that, oh my gosh, that's actually that's so sick actually. Our entry is actually back testing the first presented for value gap. So you might actually want to wait. Now that I think about it, you probably want to wait for this 1-minute percent for value gap to get inverse back down. Because at this point, we actually don't know if this old first percent for value gap gets inverse. Then we inverse it here. And then we backtest the change in state. What a beautiful, beautiful entry right there. If you could have caught that, that would have been crazy. Because now we've reinversed the first presented for value up to the downside. Yeah, this is a very simple trade. If you took it like this though, you're the goat of trading, because essentially what you did is you didn't enter right at the close. You waited for us to inverse the first presented for value gap, backtest the change in state, and now you top ticket. That's so sick. Wait, let's actually mark this out as this. So this is the true first presented for value gap, because it's the first one, but the bigger one's also Sometimes the bigger one is the one you want to use. It just kind of depends. They're in my book, in my back testing, they're both valid. What a cool trade, honestly. Anyone who took this is just the GOAT of trading, hands down. If you took this trade, you're the GOAT of trading, hands down. Like, genuinely, what? This is no drawdown. I'm pretty sure this top ticks it. Like, this top ticks it probably. Let me look. Oh, we don't actually tap the 1 minute change in state. But but anything within the wick is valid. Anything within the wick. So, I guess I'll just enter it on the close then. Alright, let's just mark it out as entering on the close. And then draw down the RTH fill. Bang. Now, obviously, I'm scaling out the whole way. That's the beauty of taking partials. So, 1018. Flow state, close, 15-minute aligning with the 1 minute, and then we would take this, yeah, just like that. As well, you could have taken this as a 15-minute Phoenix, but that's scary. That's scary. Phoenix model is scary sometimes. It's hard to know beforehand that the rejection block is gonna hold, but you could have taken it just like that. So bang, 15-minute Phoenix, 10-15 on that one. Okay, how else can we trade this price action here? A lot of people were wondering why this failed. I was noting that actually on the low time frame that this was a 30-second fair value gap, and we had broken the high. So I was thinking that maybe this, you could argue this is a 2022 model. That's kind of why I thought it failed. Now, you know, it does look pretty good, right? This clean looking inversion back down. Let's actually go deeper into this idea, because I actually want to know, because I know a lot of people were upset that it failed. So we should really go deeper into this idea, because objectively, right, the draw on liquidity was lower. The draw on liquidity was lower, and once again, as we said before, sometimes you don't need to retrace all the way back to premium to really get that move lower. So why did this fail? Let's dive deep into this here. Yeah, when you look at it like that, it's not bad. Here's the new week opening gap, opening price. How'd the 1 minute look? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is why it failed, because on the 1 minute, on the 1 minute, it's a gap. On the 1 minute, right, this is a gap. And well, the fact that we did tap the analog was a case for a temporary reversal, I would say. And then this was also, I think the other reason is it's also like equilibrium. Yeah, it was OTE. That's why. See what I'm saying? There's always a reason. There's always a reason. Right? We break the high, come to OTE, the ICT OTE. Boom. And then we continue higher. So on the 1 minute, it's a 2022 model. And I mean, on the off chance we did reverse here, you could have got in. The reason this was nice is you could have got in all the way up to those highs, but that did not happen because the draw on liquidity was lower. But still. So I'd mark this whole thing out like this. And now when you look at it like this, it's like, oh, wow. It's a liquidity sweep. Didn't we sweep out the low? Yeah, we sweep out these lows. We basically sweep out all these lows from all the way over here. Sweep. Sweep. Let me draw this out. So liquidity sweep. Tap the N log. Like, so even though the draw on liquidity is lower, in the short term, there was a case to be made for this 2022 model. Right, liquidity sweep, break of structure. I'd mark it out anything in here as break of structure just because of displacement. But technically there is a official break of structure right here. Once again, I don't care if there's official break of structure, so I'm gonna. It's all about displacement, right? Because on the 30-second, that definitely broke structure. And then 2022 for value gap. You know, this could have actually been a GB range. Oh, whoops. It very well could have been. Now I'm curious. Yeah, bro, this had to been. Maybe we need to even pull it up one more. Oh, we gotta go up one more. We gotta go up to 243. This is gonna be a big dealing range. Let's drag this down one. Let's see where this sets it. That doesn't really fit that well. So too small for the 243, too big for the other one. But it does tap the fair value at partition perfectly, so anyway. You can just see the combined effects of the market. It's pretty cool. And oh, you know, that was the other thing too, is 951's a true open. I'm starting to memorize them. Which is kind of cool. But 951 is a true open. And yeah, it's just perfectly souped that. And then bang. So that's why. That is why. And then we draw higher temporarily. It was not long term, but temporarily we draw higher. And I'm using this as an implied gap. I'm merging these candles. So, let's show how we would take this. I'm not saying I would take this. This is not that obvious, but like maybe if you're just looking for a little scalp, pop at that inducement of that low into the survival gap, and then run it back up. Honestly, this would be a good 1-to-1 trade. This would be a good Amos type of trade. Just induce the low, take it back to the high. If you took it to the rejection block, honestly, taking it to the rejection block, it's not bad. I wouldn't take it like this, but I'm just showing how maybe someone would take it, right? Because the nice thing about this is there's a swing low resting right above equilibrium, so that makes it nice. So 10:02, so that's also a 369 time. And then at 10:05 is when we finally reverse. 10:05 is when we finally reverse. So both 369 times served as important because 10:02 was when we first induced the low. 10:05 is when we get the reversal and then expand. So 10:02. 2022 model on the 1 minute, and this is using a 3. And let's say, once again, let's say you were a sniper. You're a sniper and you're like, okay, I'm actually going to wait. See how we react down here. See like this. I'm like, okay. I don't even know what to call this. I think like 369. We should make this a new model, like specifically 369. Zero drawdown. .369 scalping, because basically if you enter with a 369 time and it's a correct one, you'll get zero drawdown like this. So right as the 10:05 candle closes, 10:05, 2022 model, 1 minute, and it's a 6. And we'll put in more brackets. I don't even know. Nah, I'm not gonna. That's technically not a valid 2022 model. I can't call it 2022. I don't know what to call it. Or maybe I could just save it like that. I don't know. I'll think of a better name for it later, but I'm just gonna call it that for now. A 369 precision 2022 entry. Anyway. kind of want to see how many people are watching again. Man, you know what? I could just end the stream and then actually make the market recap for once. Probably be a good idea. It's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to make the market recaps every single day. Oh, there's only one watching. Yeah, I'm gonna make the market recap today. I'm gonna make the market recap. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna make the market recap. Peace out, the one person who's watching. I'll see you later.